Sure, sir. A very good afternoon to respected dignitaries, eminent academicians, my dear fellow faculty members and participants. I, Mrs. Tanya Bhattagar, Assistant Professor BVI Camp, would like to thank you all on the successful completion of 1 week capacity building workshop on Moodle LMS. I hope you all and your learning aspirations with this capacity building workshop have been met with utmost satisfaction. I thank you all from the deepest core of my heart for being a part of this program and enabling it in making it such a great success. Thank you so much. Now I would like to request if any participant has a live feedback they want to give for the program, they can unmute yourself and share the feedback with us. I invite participants.
I want to say something. I'm Ashutosh.
Sure, sir.
Mr.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. I am Selvaj from Annamal University. So I respected
yeah.
chief guest of today, Dr. Professor K.K. Agarwal, Chairman National Board of Accreditation and Founder Vice Chancellor of Guru Govind Singh Indra Prasad University, New Delhi, and respected other dignitaries from the other colleges, respected Professor M.N. Hoda, Director, Mrs. Bharati Vidyapeeth, Institute of Computer Applications and Management, and my dear participants, a happy good evening to everyone. The 1 week capacity building workshop about Moodle open source learning management was very nicely planned and executed with hands-on session to all our participants. We all gained a lot. The participants should appreciate and thank all the faculties by patiently answering all our queries from time to time during our hands-on session. This has insisted that we have to learn a lot of, we have to be so patient with our students when they ask a lot of questions with them, and we should, it is an experience for us. We particularly thank Madam Mrs. Tanya Bhattagar, Assistant Professor, Mr. Uttam Singh Bist, Assistant Professor, and Mr. Sunil Pradap Singh, Assistant Professor from Mrs. BVC for excellently having the session. We also thank Mr. Dr. Ritika Vashan, Assistant Professor, and Mr. Manish Kumar, Assistant Professor for their service. We have to thank especially Dr. M.N. Hoda, who is meticulously planning all activities with a very good topics delivered by excellent faculties. My learning journey started with the Mrs. BVICA Delhi. From 11th May, I attended almost all the 9 web programs, which are planned and executed by BVCM in a unique way, and I gained a lot from them. The following are the positives of Mrs. BVICM. That is, it shows the role model of education institution which train the trainers of the country. All the FDs are well planned and carried out. My takeaways are so much from the personality development, industry 4, education 4,
Thank
the
you
emerging
so much.
technologies. Though the weekly webinars, the latest technologies also brought to everyone. My pranams, salutes, and thanks to Mrs. BVCM faculties, New Delhi, for imparting bounty of emerging technologies to all our faculties of India. I especially thank Dr. M.N. Hoda for leading an excellent team of faculties from Mrs. BVCM for their service to train the faculties of our country. I have become a lifelong student of BVICM, New Delhi. Thank you one and all. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Great to listen your feedback. Please. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else would like to
Hello.
share? Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Pragya Pani from Centurion University of Technology and Management, Odisha. And I take this privilege to be a part of this program. And we are also honored by the presence of Professor K.K. Agarwal, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. And I have attended all the workshop days. And I would say that this is one of the best programs that I have ever attended. I have attended many programs at the national and international level, but this was a real hands-on training program, because we all know that it's very difficult to deliver hands-on training via online mode, and trainers have wonderfully done it. And this was because of leadership of Dr. M.N. Hoda and the wonderful performance of the trainers, Uttam, Tanya, and Sandeep. Thank you very much. You guys have done it, and I'm very confident that I can apply at my university. And I look forward to a greater collaboration to work on similar projects. I'll be sharing with my colleagues, and I'll be sharing with colleagues of other colleges and universities. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, any other participant? One more participant can. I think Mr. Ashutosh want
Hello.
to speak. Yeah, please.
Hello.
Yeah, please speak.
Yeah, sir. Okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Myself, Sharna Mohan, Associate Professor of School of Computer Applications from Union Christian College. I'm basically from Kerala. Actually, this is the second time I attended the FTP conducted by BVI. Initially, I attended in July 2020, that is in Technologies for Education, Research and Industry. So reason I attended this FTP is only because of that amazing workshop, sir. So, so the 6 days modal hands-on FTP have been absolutely amazing and very enlightening FTP, sir. So it is very presented in a clear and engaging way with very obvious and immediate results. And apart from all this, the style and knowledge of President Uttam sir was totally amazing. He shared very care and attention fairly to each one of the participants and gave very adequate space for questions and concerns. And he's very patient to each and every participant. Really hats off to you, sir. I don't have this much patience to my students also. And also, Tanya ma'am and Sunil sir brought about very good information with respect to innovative teaching learning styles for the Moodle platform. And actually, one of my colleagues is also attending this workshop. We are planning to implement a model in our institution. So I need Uttam sir's and Tanya ma'am supported and cooperation. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. And also, I thank to BVKM Director Hoda sir for giving us a good FTP and eminent resource persons. Actually, the good resource persons are behind the success of any FTP, sir. So thank you so much for the great team to us. So this FTP has been very inspiring, and I'm really feeling delighted to have been able to be a part of this. And I'm willing to join in the coming FDPs also, sir. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good
Yeah.
evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Ashutosh. I was waiting to hear you also.
Thank you, sir. So nice of you. Sir, if you permit me, can I speak in Hindi?
Oh yes, you can. With apologies and excuse to my participants from South India.
Okay, then I can speak in English. Okay.
Because there are few participants from other parts of the country who may not be very.
So, first of all, I would like to say namaskar and charan spars to all the teachers. Teacher is a teacher. No comparison, no answer for teacher. And especially, I found this institute where how they create this type of teacher, I don't know. They are amazing. They are beyond comparable. They are so patient, and after all in the all of the above, Shriman Honda sir, I think a director is something like that who can joining you, always available, helping you, talking you, and he's taking care of each and everything. And I have some suggestion as well as some प्रशंसा है, मतलब मैं encouragement है. So I would like to say that the quality of Tanya ma'am, she has wonderful knowledge and presentation skills. But if I forget Uttam Singh, that will be unfair to him. He is an excellent man. I don't know why he is born in India. He is a superman. He is helping everyone. First day, I think he stood till 9:30, and still he was not ready to go. People were after him to leave him. So this is the way. This is the quality of a teacher, of a person in India required to make India better. And I have only 2 or 3 suggestions which I already given to Sriman M.N. Hoda sir. Please just increase the time of class section and divided class in two parts. Strictly, one is totally for lecture and another 1 hour for totally hands-out session. Those who have brilliant student, they can leave out, roam around, have a cup of tea, have some puff of cigarettes or something like that, or maybe some gappa stick, enjoy their lives. And those who are not still to the mark of the others, so this 1 hour can give him an opportunity to catch others, because your teacher are so helping. And one another session is that please give us some small books where your teacher is describing very well, so it should be at least point wise written there. So a person must be confident whether he opens the book or not, it is immaterial. But by getting a book, he will be a satisfied person that he is getting a book, he has something in his hand. So if he miss something, so he can see after the class or before the class. So in the end, I would like to say thank you very much to the front runners like Hoda sir and teachers, and also the silent men and women and employee who are behind the scene and made this program so successful. So I salute to Honda sir, Tanya ma'am, and Uttam Singh and another teacher, Sushil Kumar ji, I think. And I wish you all a great success in future. And thank you very much, sir.
Great, Ashutosh ji.
Right. Very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm Dr. Bhavna from BVIMR.
Oh, great, Bhavna. Please.
Sir, firstly, it's an honor and privilege to, see Professor K.K. Agarwal, sir. Sir, I have been an fortunate student. I'm so excited to see you. Lot many times I have, attended your session as a student. We have organized various conferences where I have been fortunate to listen to you as a student. But today, as a faculty, sharing this platform, it is a great honor, and I'm fortunate, sir. I I am an alumni of IP University, sir, and I pursued BCAM from there, which was the first batch when it was introduced. So, having pursued that course, now it is always giving me an edge over other management faculties who have only pursued BBA or any other management course. But yes, nowadays I have been representing my institute as an IT faculty also. And our director sir only nominated my name for attending this particular, FDP. So thank you so much, sir, for the initiative which has been initiated by IP University to offer BCAM, which was thereafter named as BBA CAM. Next, this FDP has been a great platform wherein we have learned how to install or going for on-premises server installation, which was great learning, and then how to create various quizzes and assignments for our students. So not only how to impart the knowledge, but how to assess the students, through this online platform. So it was great, again, experiencing this platform as a student, taking all the exams, assignments, then giving it back on time, a specific time span was always given. So it was great learning. And thank you to all the resource persons for your patience, for your dedication, in actual terms, it has been a capacity building program. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you once again, sir. Thank you, Huda, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Thank you so much. Anya, you may go please now.
Sure, sir. I now request Professor M.N. Huda, Director BVI CAM New Delhi, to please address the gathering. Sir?
So, good evening to every one of you. Fortunately, I have by now reached the home. When the session has started, I was in between driving to my home from the office. So, I take this opportunity to the very first welcome Honorable Chief Guest, our mentor, our guide, for everything, our source of inspiration, Professor K.K. Agarwal, sir, who is a noted academician of the country, the former founder, vice chancellor of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, and the present chairman of National Board of Accreditation. Whatever program I do, unless I take a stamping of Agarwal, sir, the program is not complete. And that's how I have requested, sir, that in every program, the valedictory address at the end must be by you, because the word of wisdom, the kind of the inputs which you will be giving will go a long way, not only in the career of the participants, but also in the career of all of us. So thank you so much, sir. Despite having so much a busy schedule, you never say no to me, and you are here to grace this occasion. Thank you so much, sir. I have my guest of honor, my elder brother, the immediate past president, Computer Society of India, and the noted professional of the country, particularly in entire eastern region, northeast region. We claim that Professor Nayak sir is the Vishnu Pitama of IT and IT teaching learning system in entire northeast. Thank you so much, Professor Nayak. You are here, and as part of this program, the kind of thoughts which will be sharing and the motivation which will be giving to the participant will go a long way in the career and in the entire teaching learning philosophy of the participants. Thank you so much, sir. Friends, I have no word at all to thank the entire participants who joined this program from all parts of the country. Imagine, not only teachers, the participants from working domain, participants, Mr. Ashutosh is from KIRIS, heading a training division of the Center of Railway Information System, KIRIS. There are participants from National Water Resources Pune Laboratory. And of course, the teaching community, my friends from different parts of the country. You name Orissa, I have a participant. You name Kerala, I have a participant. You name Tamil Nadu, I have a participant. So you name any state, I have a participant from there. So I take my this privilege, this opportunity as a privilege to thank all my participants. As Mr. Ashutosh has rightly said, and he has shared these suggestions with me earlier also, and we have also by now realized that teaching learning in online mode is going in a big way, but particularly for a program like this, which is a capacity building workshop on Moodle, which is 90% plus hands-on. The teachers are expert. Our teachers have developed expertise in that by now. But when the participants from all walks of life join, the huge degree of heterogeneity remain. Few participants are knowing the background of the technology, so they try to perform in a very faster manner. Few participants, because they do not have any background of the Moodle, so they take more time. So yes, first 2 days at least, we need to have one extra hour in which the participants, those who have completed the task, they should be requested, you may leave, or you are at the liberty to understand if you want to remain in the installation process and hands-on process. And then those participants who are finding it difficult, they must be guided, they must be counseled, like a tutorial session we teachers conduct for theory and practical classes. That has to be done. That will definitely improve the value of this particular program, and his suggestion is well taken.
Thank you,
With
sir.
reference to, yeah, please. With reference to the teaching learning material, we try to share all PPTs a day in advance, but what next time we'll do, we'll compile them in one file as a booklet for the resource material, and we'll share that as a complete one booklet in soft copy as an e-book to all of you. That suggestion is also well taken. We'll implement that. He's from training division, so his concerns always remain that what happens after the program if there is no training material. Training material was there, but we need to make them in a more organized way. I think both the suggestions are well taken. And my dear participant, when Moodle workshop happens, this is out of the 10 FDPs which we have conducted, this is the third time the week-long model workshop is happening. The challenge is always before us that 90% of the program will be delivered in online manner, and this 100% program will be delivered in online manner, 90% of which is completely hands-on. And how are we going to take care of the hands-on session when the participants from different parts of the country, when the participants from all backgrounds of the technical domain, non-technical domain are joining? And that's how a great challenge is before us. And exactly the same challenge is happening before the country while talking about the virtual lab. I have spoken in detail yesterday. And MHRD has funded in a big way to IIT Mumbai and many other institutions to come up with a solution that can we have virtual laboratory in a way that without any problem, without any hitch, can we ensure to have practical sessions in online mode. But this workshop is an example to that. Maybe our teachers had to work more. Maybe the participants have to shell out more time out of their schedule to get a proficiency with the working environment, particularly for the practical purpose. But this is an indication that somehow or other we will have to go to a domain that the kind of the blended learning, under that blended learning, the component of teacher and a student interacting in a laboratory, that too for IT kind of practical environment, can be minimized. That's a great challenge before all of us, and we will also think on that how to do that. But this example model workshop is a great example that how practical sessions can be done in a virtual environment where participants all are at their own respective places. And thank you so much to all the participants. And finally, all of you have appreciated in a big way. Many of you must have filled the course exit form, which is requirement of outcome-based education philosophies now. Many of them might have completed the formalities of feedback form. If you have not completed, please complete it. We have tried to keep you engaged throughout the program right from day one. And sometimes you might be realizing that Bharati Vidyapith and Professor Huda is engaging me more. But the purpose was to engage you in the learning. Purpose was to involve you in the learning. Purpose was to ensure that somehow or other you should be proud of the environment in which you have joined and forget everything in and around us. Let's see that how best we can utilize this environment and make this learning more fruitful. And for that purpose, there were MCQ tests, there were assignment submission, so that what are you understanding in every session, you must be in a position to write a brief of that and how this session is going to change your life, your professional life, your personal life, etc., etc. And then finally, of course, your participations. And I was so happy. I have joined almost all sessions except today's morning session, because I had so much of emergency work in the office that I went there and could not join, because moving from one place to another place in entire campus of ATCAR, and then could not attend your lecture. But just all 11 sessions I have attended personally, and I was so happy the way participants have interacted with the teachers, the way participants have interacted with the resource persons. And that's how I keep talking to every participant. Those old good days have gone, when teacher will claim I am a teacher and a student will be told as you are a student. No, there are no more philosophies of teacher or a student. It's a together learning. It is an evolving process. And under that, we claim every one of us are learners. So under that environment, I am very happy you have participated wholeheartedly in the entire process. But the success or failure of any program will not be judged, my dear friends, on only these parameters, that how good the speakers were. You have appreciated to all my teachers with so much of attributes, so much of adjective. I'm so happy and privileged to have this feedback. But the success or failure of the program will never be judged how good the speakers were, how good the processes were, how organized and disciplined the entire program was, how much participation the participants have taken into in the program. But finally, the success or failure of any of the program will be judged on only one factor, and the factor is what was the takeaway, what was the outcome of the program. Did it change the participant to do something differently than what they have been doing earlier? And I'm sure with this note that कि आप सारे लोग जो भी काम आपने किया है, जो assignment submit किया, जो MCQ किया, whatever learning has happened, let's put them into practice in your own personal and professional domain. put them to ensure that you disseminate this learning with your fellow friends, fellow colleagues, and most importantly, ensure that your students with whom you are interacting day in and day out, your participants with whom you will be interacting, share this information with all of them, develop this capacity for all the participants. Then only I will realize that yes, the actual success have met. And with this note, I would like to finish this, that entire process of teaching learning is to bring from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge. तो हम ignorance से knowledge की तरफ आते हैं, हम darkness से light की रोशनी की तरफ आते हैं. And great poet ने जो रोशनी है उसको power of knowledge से analogy दी है, and जो darkness है उसको illiteracy और ignorance करार दिया है, रात का अंधेरा है. तो एक great poet के इस 4 पंक्तियों पे मैं conclude करूंगा कि उजाले अपनी आंखों में महफूज कर लूं. उजाले means power of knowledge. अपनी आंखों में पर्सनालिटी का इंटीग्रेटेड पार्ट बनाना है. आपकी पर्सनालिटी से जो लर्निंग है that must get reflected. The outcome of the learning, the outcome of the education must get reflected out of your personality when you are talking to people, when you are interacting with the people, when you are getting mixed with the people. So उजाले अपनी आंखों में महफूज कर लो, बड़ी दूर तक रात ही रात होगी, मुसाफिर हो तुम भी, मुसाफिर है हम भी, किसी मोड़ पे फिर मुलाकात होगी. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Keep in touch. My request to all of you, please do not leave this WhatsApp group. We will not irritate you by sending too many messages, but this will be an indication that we have attended a program. And for us also, according to me, I have also attended this program and learned so many things after talking to so many of senior people. So let's keep connected in the WhatsApp group. Ensure that information is disseminated to all of you. And thank you so much, my dear friends. And let's meet any other time for any other program, for any other interaction.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to request our guest of honor, Professor A.K. Nayak, immediate past President, Computer Society of India, to please say a few words. Sir? Nayak, sir?
Nayak sir, आप unmute करें sir. You are on mute. Nayak sir, you are on mute. Yeah. Now you are on mute.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for inviting me for the deliberation. Most respected and honorable chief guest of the today's validity session of 1 week duration capacity building program, our mentor, our guide, and our most well-wisher and an universal teacher, the Honorable Dr. K.K. Agarwal, the founder, Vice Chancellor of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, as well as the former National President of Computer Society of India, former National President of the Institution of Engineering and Telecommunication, Institution of Electronics Engineering and Telecommunication, as well as presently the Chairman of the National Board of Accreditation. My younger brother, the dynamic and vibrant young director of Bharati Vidyapeeth Institute of Computer Application and Management, Dr. M.N. Hoda, the learned teachers of this great institute, Bharati Vidyapeeth Institute of Computer Application and Management, and the learned participants of this 1 week duration capacity building programs. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here and connected with such kinds of programs conducted by the great institute Vivekam during the pandemic period. I must have to compliment to Professor Hoda for conducting so many programs with the joint collaboration of Computer Society of India, Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, Indian Society for Technical Education, IT, Computer Science, and many more professional bodies, and having a very good balancing with all the bodies and conducting the program during the pandemic period and connecting the people from different parts of the country. As he was telling, that the participants are always there. I have seen in many programs participants are throughout the country, from Kerala to Odisha to Tamil Nadu, from all these things. In that sense, I must have to compliment Professor Hoda. This is really a time of the pandemic when he became able to connect through various programs, whether it is the faculty development program, whether it is the capacity building program, whether it is the orientation program for the faculty members, whether it is the webinar, and of the many things like that to different peoples from the different parts of the country. And I do remember the Vivek Cam is satisfying the great concept of Bhagavad Gita. Aham nijo paraveti swabhava lagute sasang udara chetasang cha vasudhaiva kutumbakam. So functioning just like that, by connecting the people from different sides and helping them in development of their academic potential as well as development of their capacities as well as development of their other ingredient what are requirement for a professional, for a teachers. Our great mentor, Dr. Agrawal Sahib is there in the always. He is very kind enough to encourage such kinds of programs and also mentoring the people. He's really a guru, universal guru and universal teacher. It doesn't mean that anybody who is directly learning from a teacher, he is the student, or anybody who has become enrolled in the university or the college, he is a student. We have the concept of the guru and guru parampara quite broader and many more than that, and the domain is quite expanded. A person who is mentoring, who is guiding, who is giving the good wishes, and who is also showing the path, he is more than a teacher, classroom teacher, and he is more than a acclaimed teacher in the society. And Dr. Agrawal is like that. I can just compliment him. Ajnanatimiranjasya Gyananjasya Salakaya Chakurun Militang Jenam Tasmai Se Guravenam. My beloved younger brother, Professor Hoda, was also telling me some time back now. वो बोलते थे अंधकार से लेके जो उजाला तक पहुंचाता है अज्ञानातिमिरांधस्य ज्ञानांधस्य शलाकया चक्रुन मिलितं जेन तस्मै से गुरुर्नमः अज्ञान रूपी अंधकार से जो ज्ञान रूपी आलोक का पास लेके पहुंचाता है तो मार्गदर्शन कराता है वही शिक्षक है and Dr. Agrawal is the personality of like that. We have already seen and there's so many people he has mentored that cannot is non-countable and that is the best concept. And always we like to listen him, and in every occasion wherever we get the chance we don't forget to, because his speech contains lot of encouragement. His speech contains lot of people guiding factors. His lecture contains lot of things which can actually empower a person to look forward and to proceed further. So that is why हमको याद आता है जो हम बोलते हैं तो जद जदा चरति श्रेष्ठा तत्तदा इतरे जना सहजत प्रमाण कुरुते जना तदनुवर्तते. अर्थात महत्जन जो बोलते हैं, जो रास्ता दिखाते हैं, जो पथ दिखाते हैं, जो मार्गदर्शन देते हैं, वही मार्ग पर यदि हम आप चलते हैं, हम लोग का जरूर उन्नति होता है, कल्याण होता है, आगे बढ़ने का भी प्रयास सफल होता है. मेरे एक महान गुरु को मैं बहुत कोटि namaskar, as well as the millions and billions of the gratitude expressing in his great honor and the kind presence to grace this occasion. Really, sir, we are very much blessed by you in every walk of our life. And so far as the program, thank you, sir. So far as the program is chalked out for this 1 week program that has been conducted by Bharati Vidyapit, I do understand near about 3 dozens of the programs in form of the faculty development program, in forms of the orientation program, and in forms of the capacity building program, and webinars, as well as many of the webinars have been conducted like Kavi Sammelan and other things. And the contribution of this great institute for the society cannot be measurable. Rather, this institution has today, by virtue of these kinds of activities, has kept some meaning and have kept some position and achieved the scale of excellence, there is no doubt. And particularly, the program what has been chucked under the capacity building program, that is very much essential for the fellow communities, the teaching communities, as well as what Professor Hoda, many persons from the professions also, like industries, like different organizations, data centers have participated in this program. The thing is that once I just remember a great word of the Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda has told to the youth community in his address that every citizen is having the potentiality, every man is having the potential of the capacity. But the thing is that how that capacity can be utilized in an optimal form and how that can be recognized, that depends on that, how much potential energy which is inherent within you, which is in your inner, hidden by you, that been converted into the kinetic. I think these kinds of programs are meant for that, because in name of the capacity building program, that means what is the inertia of the potentiality within you that should be converted into the kinetic form, and that is the great work that this Bharati Vidyapith has done. And so far as the theme is concerned, that is very up to mark. That is capacity building. That is the open source learning management system, which is gaining much importance in the current era. And on that is that the course curriculum has been designed in such a systematic manner and such a correlated manner. I was just going through the course curriculum, which have been conducted by 12 sessions of the 6-day duration, and starting from the very initial concept to the finishing level, that is starting from the introduction, creation, and installations, and planning, and relevance of all these things are there. Even database generation, student evaluation, management, communication, everything, every modules have been very very content wise rich, as well as the things were delivered in a very good manner as I got the information. And as I got the feedback within this, the participants are giving, they are returning back from this course with a highest level of satisfaction and a very great degree of the satisfaction. That is the most important thing, that what Dr. Hora had told, that is the success of the program depends on that, what you are taking at the end of the program. And I do believe you have got the very good content within this 1 week duration, and you are very much satisfied that the feedback is telling. I must have to compliment all the personalities and all the faculty members and the staff members who have been associated under the dynamic leadership of Professor Dr. Hoda, who do I consider always my most beloved younger brother. And in the IT fraternity, everybody recognizes both of us as the elder brother and younger brother. And I am always with him. And all these things are being possible due to the great guidance of our guru and our teacher, Dr. K.K. Agarwal. Once again, thanking you all and expressing my hearty gratitude to all the participants, to all the delegates and all the dignitaries who are connected with this program. I conclude my speech. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. I'm now pleased to welcome our chief guest for the session, Professor K.K. Agarwal, Chairman, National Board of Accreditation, NBA, New Delhi, former founder, Vice Chancellor, Guru Gobind Singh University, New Delhi, former Chairman, Board of Governors, MNIT Jaipur, and a noted academician of the country. Professor Agarwal obtained his engineering degree from Punjab University and master's degree from Kurukshetra University. Sir did his PhD in reliability evaluation and optimization, also from Kurukshetra University. In 1975, he rose to the level of professor at an age of 27 and a half years, probably one of the youngest in the country. After a distinguished service of 27 years at NIT Kurukshetra, Professor Agarwal was appointed Pro-Vice Chancellor, Guru Jambheshwar University, and later founder Vice Chancellor of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, New Delhi. Sir has been the President of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers for the period of 2002 to 2004. He has also served as the Sectional President in Indian Science Congress Association, President Computer Society of India, and President of Southeast Asia Regional Computer Confederation. Professor Agarwal has worked extensively in various fields of electronics and computer engineering and has over 400 published papers in reputed national and international journals. He's also been delivering lectures in several universities in India and abroad. Sir has delivered lectures in several institutional and industrial organizations and conducted programs for many important industrial houses such as Tata Consultancy Services, BHEL, TVS Electronics, and many more. Professor Agarwal was declared as the man of the decade, man of century, and finally the man of millennium by American Biographical Institute USA. He was also awarded Delhi Ratna by the All India Conference of Intellectuals. A personal inspiration and a guru to me since my days at Indraprastha University, I now request Professor K.K. Agarwal to please address the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Tanya, for nice introduction. And I remember during one of my last visits to Bharati Vidyapeeth, having awarded you for your performance on a function. So I definitely feel giving the award to you was very much justified, seeing the conduct of this program. So nice of you. Professor Nayak, who is immediate past president of Computer Society of India, but much more than that, his heart is in applying computer science for the welfare of the society. I have always been saying the beauty of the subject of computer science is that it goes beyond the service of computer science people. And the people who have contributed there are the real lovers of computer science, information technology. If we confine computer science and information technology to within the domains of computer science or even engineering, we are doing very little. I'll talk about this a little later. Professor Hoda, who has very successfully organized architecture, designed this program. And this afternoon, I really feel I'll not talk anything which I thought of talking. I'll talk based on what I've heard in these 15-20 minutes here. Friends, I'm so happy today that when I was the Vice Chancellor of IP University, we created this institution, Bharati Vidyapeeth Institution of Computer Applications. There are very few institutions in this country who are serving the purpose which is expected of a good institution, even during the pandemic period. Training so many teachers. I mean, if you look to this institution's size and volume, it's one of the small institutions in the country. The number of students, the number of faculty and all that, it's much smaller than many institutions in the country. But the job which Professor Hoda and his team has been doing is certainly making me proud and making me definitely patting on his back and his team members for doing so great. To design a course like this was not easy. To design other webinars, to design faculty development programs was fine. But to design a course which is practically a hands-on course to be delivered online and doing a very good job out of it is not a small thing. And I certainly feel that this is the time to celebrate in the sense that we do have institutions in the country which can rise to the occasion when required. Friends, I've listened to some of the participants. Dr. Selvaraj was, I think, earlier also in a program here in Bharati Vidyapeeth, and he gave participant feedback then also. And I remember that also. And I therefore definitely feel that his perception about Bharati Vidyapeeth has definitely enhanced over this period between the FDP he attended earlier and FDP he is attending now. And that's a measure of success. As Chairman National Board of Accreditation, one of the essential attributes which we look forward to any program is continuous improvement. Are we improving continuously? Any educational institution which starts believing, sir, we are doing as good as we were doing last year, I tell him you are going in a self-deception mode. There is no institution, no university which can do as good or as bad they were doing last year. Because unless you improve, you are decaying. I always consider institution is a living organism. And there is no living organism on the earth. Whether you talk of a plant, you talk of an insect, you talk of an animal, you talk of a human being, which remains static, which remains of the same size, which remains of the same performance. There are only two options: either you will grow or you will decay. So therefore, if some institution starts feeling that they are maintaining the status quo, I have a very definite conclusion that they are decaying. So therefore, unless we improve, we are decaying is something which I've always believed in. And I'm so happy that even by a simple sample survey of feedback of 2 FDPs, I can conclude that things are improving. Then Dr. Sharma Mohan and Dr. Pragya Pani talked about hands-on experience in this program in great depth, and how a skill can be delivered online. That has been demonstrated in this program very well. Well, friends, LMS was there even before pandemic. LMS, practically speaking, has nothing to do with online education. LMS is a system which is applicable even in a formal classroom education, but it's a facilitating tool. But when you take it, number one, even to deliver LMS course online is a problem itself. And then its hands-on component to be translated and transformed to each candidate is a great satisfaction. And I especially mention Dr. Pragya Pani because she comes from Centurial University, which is one of the best universities in the country as far as skill education is concerned. Now, if she has conceptualized that hands-on skills can also be imparted online, I see it as a national endeavor to translate in her university that skills can be imparted online equally effectively. And that is the purpose of such programs when you take faculties all over the country to make sure that they are trained and retrained and developed further. Then Mr. Ashutosh Goyal, who comes from a background other than teaching background as such, but talking about the role of a teacher in the real sense what a teacher should be. As a matter of fact, the way he has described a teacher, I think that is how a teacher has to be. And I'm so happy that he found the teachers of this institution of that type, that cadre. I definitely remember when I was Vice Chancellor of IP University, some 2 professors came from southern part of the country. After having spent the whole day, they came to me for a courtesy call in the evening before going. And the sentence they used, I remember after 18 years, they said, "Sir, in this university, teachers are working as if they are doing the marriage of their daughter." That is the spirit in which teachers are working in the university. Now, that is how a teacher has to be. Unless a teacher has that potential, that belongingness, that commitment, that ownership, he is not a real teacher. Yes, we all get salaries, we all teach, we all deliver lectures, all that is fine. But a real teacher has to be very different. And friends, I foresee a very great role for the teacher in the translation of national policy of education. I hope country recognizes that part also and gives the teachers their due so that they really transform. The national policy of education has demanded so much flexibility, and unless teachers are able to guide the students in so much flexibility, things will not really happen. I have said in one of the important webinars, for example, we have not defined the nomenclature of faculty advisor in the national education policy. We have taken many concepts from abroad, but we have forgotten that in any good university abroad, the day you take admission, you are assigned a faculty advisor, and that faculty advisor is almost your statutory guide all through. which courses you can take, which courses will help you, which courses will synergize with each other, which course is a prerequisite to each other, which course will give you a meaningful degree. We have to give that role to the teachers very meaningfully. I was asking a question the other day to my other panelists who were all rightly in praise for multidisciplinary and complete flexibility of the courses. I say, student says, okay, I'll study physics, I'll study music, I'll study cricket. Which degree will you give him? So it has to be flexible, it has to be interdisciplinary, but it cannot be free for all chaotic. We will have to find ways and means as to how the things are synthesized with the interests of the students, leading towards a meaningful platform. And therefore, I believe Mr. Ashutosh's observations about the role of a teacher are very great. And not only in this institution, everywhere teachers will have to learn to be that. Then only we will have success of any education system in the country. And we are now bidding on a very, very great transformation. That is why I'm saying that. And finally, I think my own student, Dr. Bhavna, talked about our introduction of Bachelor of Computer Applications way back in 1999. That was the first session when the university started, and we introduced that course. And I had to change it to BBA CAM because the University Grants Commission would feel BCAM cannot be a degree. Now imagine the 20 years of journey of academics. Today we say anything can be a degree. So that is the transformation which has come up. The same regulatory bodies which were saying we have a list of 155 degrees and nobody can go beyond. Today, the country at least has started believing as a policy document that any combination of subjects can be a degree, can be a diploma, can be a certificate. That's a great change which has come. Why I'm trying to say that is, well, in a country like India, if you plan to move a little ahead of the time, there could be some problems, but nonetheless, that could also be the stepping stones for new things to come in. And that is what we see the reality today. And nice to see you as a teacher and participating here and spreading the things further. I'm extremely happy that you have demonstrated collaborative learning teaching experience. Whatever I have learned from all the discussion here, it was not a one-way exercise. It was a completely collaborative experience. Now, friends, let me reiterate that, because gone are the days when we'll say a teacher is the saint on the stage. No, a teacher will have to be a guide standing by your side. So that philosophy of a teacher will have to come up if the knowledge transmission is really to take place. Well, friends, I am not shy of saying there could be situations where in some particular aspects, a student knows more than the teacher in several dimensions. And why not? See, the knowledge is changing so fast that as a teacher of larger years of age does not mean you studied everything. None of us. But the students might be studying something fresh. And in industries abroad, I find a very beautiful concept of reverse mentoring. The senior managers employ junior people as their mentors officially. That's called reverse mentoring as a process in industry. I think that has to come in academic institutions also. And that will come only by collaborative learning, where you stand together, where you learn together, where you make up a project together, and so on and so forth. And friends, finally, you see, we all had to shift to online education overnight because of the pandemic. None of us were prepared for it. See, online education was never really the training of the teachers. All the teachers who were attending this program and all the teachers who were delivering these courses were never doing online teaching by and large. And I'm so happy that almost all teachers of this country, right from school, college, university, are engaging 33 crore students by online education. And things are gradually improving. Why I am trying to say this is, hopefully pandemic will go away. Maybe it takes a month, maybe it takes 2 months, but it will go away. Then we all talk about blended learning. Well, friends, blended learning, I think we are still not understanding totally. And when we will have to blended learning, then if we start learning blended learning, I think we'll be again lagging. So why I'm trying to tell you this is, can we simulate blended learning in some of our future programs right now, assuming that we will have to do it. Blended learning does not mean only delivering some courses online, some courses face-to-face, or part of a course online, part of a course face-to-face. No. Blended learning will mean if you were earlier taking 4 lectures in the class, now you might be given only 2 lectures, and you have to make up the rest by blended learning. So every lecture you will have to say, this is your online assignment. These are the videos which you must see. These are the YouTubes which you must see when you come to the next lecture. So that will be the type of blended learning which we will have to practice. So maybe can we start working on these concepts before we are actually asked to do that? Conduct blended learning. So maybe even online we'll take some classes as class and some class as the student doing the class at home, and thereby make ourselves conversant for blended learning. I just came across a tutorial on blended learning, and that was on heart surgery. Now, if heart surgery can be taught blended learning in a medical college, everything can be taught blended learning. And the fellow gives in great detail. In my first lecture, I will teach this. Then I will give these YouTubes to be seen. Then in the next lecture, I will discuss this. Then I will give these assignments online. Then in the next lecture. So how the lectures and online is blended on a continuous path, that will be the type of blended learning to which we will all have to go to. So I believe that your excellent exposure to learning management systems, which included great breadth, will help you in going towards that, taking it further. I am so happy to see the satisfaction level of the participants, because that is the beauty of any teaching organization. And congratulate Dr. Hoda, all his team for having done this job exceptionally well, and congratulate participants for collaborating so well, congratulate the teachers delivering so well, congratulate Professor Nayak for his encouragement, Hoda for doing an excellent job, and congratulate myself having been instrumental in creating an institution like this, which has now come up to this level. Thank you very much, and all the very best wishes for transforming your own institutions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. You have always been inspiring us right from the inception of the institution, with which you have rightly said you have created. It is within university also the smallest, within the umbrella of Bharati Vidyapit also is the smallest, but the dedicated team committed to the cause has brought us to the level we know we have to travel a lot. The challenges are very high, and will come up to the expectation of the changing world in terms of quality, in terms of quantity, in terms of the acceptability of the people, and we will innovate for that. Thank you so much for continuously inspiring us, continuously guiding us, continuously motivating us. Thank you so much.
Respected Huda sir, I have a question for KK sir.
Yeah,
If you
please.
allow.
Please ask. Please ask.
Okay, sir. Sir, my question to you is that, like, after 10+2, we have many courses like on data science, data analytics. There are many courses. If suppose a student after 10+2 does a online data science course, and he is able to do really well into that, because by doing any course for next 3 years after 10+2, if if he is doing any online course of such kind, will he be able to get a job in any industry, or is it possibility of that kind that 10+2 ke baad he can go for any online certification? He does it very well.
Dr. Chaube, I think your question is very valid, very relevant. Again, it will be a little ahead of the time, but many countries abroad have now changed the total concept of education. In the sense, they say you start earning before you start learning. For example, after +2, and your assumption is the student has done data science pretty well. If the student has done data science pretty well, he will get a decent job. And if he so wishes, he can get the further degrees and diplomas while on the job. As a matter of fact, many universities, I have read some articles on this, placement before admission. When at the moment we have placement after the graduation, I have read articles on record, a placement before admission. They say you join an industry first, then join the university, and let the two go together. So I think all these things will come up. As usual, we are a little conservative country. We might take a little more time in doing these things, but they will come up. And a student knowing any of these things, artificial intelligence, data science, cybersecurity, pretty well, will have no dearth of job. And industry will soon, very soon, not be even bothered to see your degrees. They will only be able to test your knowledge, and not only that, they have already started testing whether you will be able to deliver what is not visible today. I mean, see the challenge for the recruiters. The HR teams are being trained now. Will the person you are selecting be able to do well on a job which we don't know today? Because that is the challenge. If I employ somebody who is perfect in the job today, after 2 years, the job will not exist. So that perfect person will be of no use to me. So the spirit now is, are you able to adapt to new things? So therefore, your question, I feel it's a matter of mindset, and therefore, I can't give a definite answer to this, but I feel future is of such people. You become master of something, or join it, earn it, take some degrees, and be prepared to master another science before the science lands itself. So that's the challenge, and artificial intelligence is one example on the ground.
Right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, can you allow me 30 seconds to say just hello to Dr. Agarwal?
Oh, sir. Please, Mr. Ashutosh.
I can speak in Hindi if you so wish.
ओके सर, नमस्कार सर, स्वागत है। क्योंकि हिंदी मेरी मातृभाषा है, मेरे को अंग्रेजी भी आती है काम चलाऊ।
नो प्रॉब्लम।
सर, मेरी आपसे 3 रिक्वेस्ट है, बस मैं खत्म करना चाहता हूँ 3 रिक्वेस्ट में। सर, एक तो सबसे पहले आपके पास कोई मशीन हो तो आप ऐसी मशीन में से प्रोफेसर M.N. हुड्डा जैसे लोगों को प्रोड्यूस कराइए। दूसरी रिक्वेस्ट है सर मेरी कि अगर आप एजुकेशन पॉलिसी के कुछ निर्धारक हो, कुछ उस पे आपका कंट्रोल हो, तो ये जो बच्चे हमारे 2-2 साल के 2.5 साल के बच्चे स्कूल जाना करते हैं, इनका बंद कराइए 4 साल से पहले। सर, हम बच्चों का जीवन बर्बाद कर रहे हैं सर। तीसरी रिक्वेस्ट है सर मेरी, हमें बच्चे को शुरू से सबसे पहले कुछ सिखाने से पहले उसको इंसान बनाना सिखाइए। हम बहुत ज्यादा बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे हैं, इतने कोर्सेज करा रहे हैं जो शायद जिंदगी में उनके काम में ना आए, और कुछ चीजें ऐसी हो सर जो हम 6th-7th क्लास में एंड फाइनली 10th क्लास में तो हम डिसीजन ले ही लें। आप केवल यही 2 लाइन या 3 लाइन चुन सकते हैं, इससे ज्यादा आप नहीं बढ़ सकते। और थोड़ा सिलेबस हम करें कम, जिससे कि बच्चा अपना बचपन जिए और जिंदगी जिए। यही मेरी आपसे प्रार्थना है सर।
थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। यदि मुझे इसमें कुछ कहना है तो पहली बात, ऐसी मशीन है हमारे पास, इसलिए हुड्डा साहब है।
अच्छा, थैंक यू।
लेकिन ऐसी कोई भी मशीन मास प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम नहीं हो सकता।
अच्छा सर,
कोई भी मशीन सिलेक्टिव मशीन ही होगी। उसमें से यदि सैकड़ों हुड्डास एक दिन निकलेंगे तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा। तो इसलिए धीरे धीरे निकलेंगे और निकल रहे हैं, और देश में अकेले हुडा साहब नहीं, मेरे ख्याल से इस देश में अभी भी 500-700 हजार इंजीनियरिंग के भी ऐसे टीचर्स हैं जो वर्थ वाइल एनीथिंग है। और यदि मैं स्कूल एजुकेशन को देखूं, यूनिवर्सिटी एजुकेशन को देखूं, तो इस देश में अभी भी बहुत कम संख्या में लेकिन बहुत आदर्श टीचर्स अभी भी हैं। और यदि हमारा समाज जिंदा है तो शायद एक वो कारण है, चाहे हम माने या ना माने। जहां तक आपने इंसान बनाने की बात कही है, पॉलिसी में ये लाया गया है, कितना ट्रांसलेट होता है समय बताएगा। और पिछले फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम में मैंने ये कहा था कि किसी भी एजुकेशन में हमारा अभी जो पर्पस हो गया है ह्यूमन बीइंग को इंजीनियर बनाने का, ह्यूमन बीइंग को डॉक्टर बनाने का, ह्यूमन बीइंग को मैनेजर बनाने का, हमारा सबसे पहला पर्पस यही होना चाहिए, ह्यूमन बीइंग को ह्यूमन बनाने का। ये सबसे पहला उद्देश्य शिक्षा का होना चाहिए। एंड देयर इज एन आर्टिकल अगेन, ह्यूमन बीइंग टू बीइंग ह्यूमन, दैट्स वो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हमें सबसे पहले चाहिए। और जो आपने बच्चे की वैल्यू सिस्टम की क्रिएटिविटी की बात की है, ये रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं। बाकी आप फील्ड में हैं, आपको पता है कि तरह तरह की कई चीजें होती हैं जिसमें से डिसीजंस होते रहते हैं, देश में भी दुनिया में भी सब जगह। लेकिन ये सारी दुनिया में सिद्ध है कि जो बच्चे के फॉर्मेटिव ईयर्स हैं उसमें ही वैल्यू सिस्टम बनता है, उसे में ही संस्कार बनते हैं, उसी में ही कल्चर और हेरिटेज के लिए रिस्पेक्ट पैदा होती है, उसी में ही अपनी संस्कृति के लिए रिस्पेक्ट पैदा होती है। इसलिए उस स्टेज पे जोर देना बहुत जरूरी है। अगेन मैंने एक आर्टिकल पढ़ा था कि भगवान जिस क्रिएटिविटी से बच्चे को दुनिया में भेजता है, मान लो उसको एक्स कहता है, और जब वो बच्चा हमारे स्कूल से 12वीं पास करता है उसकी क्रिएटिविटी x/10 रह जाती है। तो मेरा ये मानना है कि क्या सारे टीचर्स इसके लिए दोषी? भगवान ने तो उसे एक्स क्रिएटिविटी दी और हमने उसको x/10 तक नीचे ला दिया, और फिर हम एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि ग्रेट इंजीनियर्स बनेंगे, ग्रेट डॉक्टर्स बनेंगे। तो जब उसकी क्रिएटिविटी पहले ही 10% हो गई तो अब दोबारा इम्प्रूव करने में, तो इसलिए जो आपने कहा बिल्कुल रेलेवेंट है, बिल्कुल सिद्ध है। लेकिन जैसे वो कहते हैं कि सबसे मुश्किल चीज इंप्लीमेंट करना वो होता है तो सबसे सिंपल होती है। So every simplest concept is most difficult to implement. But whatever I could do at my level and wherever I could echo this, मैं कर रहा हूँ जितना हो सकेगा। बहुत लोग कर रहे हैं और होपफुली कुछ ना कुछ पॉजिटिव परिवर्तन आएगा। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद सर, थैंक यू। मैं सर इसमें बस आपसे ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि मैं टीचर के लिए वो रेस्पेक्ट देखना चाहता हूँ जो 30-40 साल पहले था, कि जब टीचर निकलता था तो स्टूडेंट साइड हो जाता था। आपको ध्यान होगा सर जरूर।
आशुतोष जी, मैं आपको फिर 2 मिनट लग रहे हैं। मैं जब वाइस चांसलर था तो दिल्ली की सड़क पे जा रहा था, रेड लाइट पे गाड़ी रोकी। ये बहुत पुरानी बात नहीं है, 20 साल पुरानी बात ही है। गाड़ी रोकी, रेड लाइट थी, एक बाइक पे कपल जा रहा था और वो लग रहा था कि न्यूली मैरिड कपल है, वो जैसे वो चूड़ा वूड़ा पहना होता। तो उस लड़के ने बाइक थोड़ी सी मेरी कार से आगे ली, क्योंकि मैं पिछली सीट पर बैठा था। उसने बाइक पीछे करी, पीछे करके मुझे विश किया और अपनी वाइफ को भी कहा कि ये वाइस चांसलर है, इनको विश करो। तो इस देश में टीचर की रिस्पेक्ट है, लेकिन हमें भी वो रिस्पेक्ट अर्न करनी पड़ेगी, समाज को भी वो रिस्पेक्ट देनी पड़ेगी। लेकिन फॉर्चुनेट पार्ट यही है कि ये मैं अपना आप बीती सुना रहा हूँ और वो मुझे जानता नहीं है जिसने ये किया। तो वो उसने सिर्फ इसलिए विश करना चाहा कि ये टीचर है। तो जिस देश में ये भावना हो वो देश बर्बाद नहीं हो सकता, जितने मर्जी लोग कोशिश करते हैं। और मेरा ये मानना है कि कुछ भी अच्छे लोग रहेंगे तो ये देश बर्बाद नहीं।
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Honda Saab. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tanya ma'am. Thank you very much. And thank you, Engineer sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, K.K. Agarwal, sir. Your words have always been inspiring and a source of wisdom. I believe that all participants would be receiving a certificate on their email ID. I'll be just sharing the certificate for few participants. The email address you've been registered with, please check it for generation of the certificate. In case you don't receive the feedback, please let me know.
Yeah, you can show few of the certificate, correct. Oh, great. And congratulations to all the participants for having scored their grades so nicely. The program was full of inbuilt flexibility. 1 test, 2 tests, 3rd test, and so much of participation have been done by the participants. Participants have been fighting for 1 or 2 numbers and they could score so good scores. Congratulations to all the participants. And my dear participants, this entire program was 100% for hands-on session. So any of the participants, if you feel after the program, when you are practicing it, that at any of the place you are held up and you need some hand holding, you need some interaction, you need some troubleshooting, you need some guidance, this WhatsApp group has got number of all of us. You can contact any one of us, or nonetheless you can contact me. I will ensure that who are from our team member will be in a position to help you. So this is the beginning of the relationship. Let's nurture this relationship for a better teaching learning, for a better dissemination of information, for a better enlightenment of the society, not only limited to us. Thank you so much to my dear all the participants. And today evening from 5:30 onwards, today I'm short of time since morning 8 a.m. I was in the office and doing so many things. 5:30 p.m. onwards, just 15 minutes from now, we will start the evening webinar session. And there is a professor from United Arab Emirates, UAE, Dr. George. He's a Philippines professor. So he will be giving this webinar on robotics and automation process. Any one of you, if you have got an interest in robotics and automation process, you are most welcome to attend that. Every week evening, we have webinar, which is freely available to anyone and everyone. No participation fee for the webinar. But again, there is a website on which you can register and put forward your willingness. And the second, we have got an international journal published by Springer. Those who wanted to publish paper, this is a free journal. We don't charge any fee from the authors. If your paper is up to 6 pages, it's a free publication. You may refer that journal. Journal website is connected with the VICAN website. And even the access to the prior papers of the journal. If you try to access through Springer, they will charge you $6,000 for 1 year. If you try to get subscription through us, the Bharati Vidyapeeth charges 6,000 rupees for 1 year. But as a privilege to all the members of this faculty development program, this workshop, the entire paper can be available free of cost to all of you, no charges at all. Just you log in with your member ID and you will get a facility to access papers and all entire papers, including archive of the BJIT, the International Journal of Information Technology. So access papers. If you find it useful, then recommend to your friends. And you, if you are writing paper in computer science, you can submit paper in that. And if you find more useful, then please recommend this journal for subscription to your library. That's my request. There are many more events like International Conference IEEE approved. That is also there on the website. Like few student-driven events. So if you go to our website, you will get information about all full stack solution. So let's meet in any other program. Let's maintain this relationship. And my request, do not leave this WhatsApp group. We will not irritate you in any way. Accept sharing maybe once in a week some information about some of the event. Thank you so much. It was a great learning experience for all of us, working with all of you. And many of the participants who are superb participants out of these participations. And I can't take name of so many people whom I have seen interacting with in entire program. And Mr. Ashutosh, despite the fact he is not from teaching, but his love for the learning, his love for the information, and his love for the interaction has also made us to learn many things. Thank you so much and wish you all the best. God bless you all. Check your certificates in your email. If you have any problem, you can drop personal WhatsApp message or WhatsApp message on the group. Our team will be there to solve. We'll have to close this session because 5:30 we have to restart another webinar session. And stay safe, stay healthy, keep in touch. Wish you all the best. And my special thanks to our both the honorable guests, Professor K.K. Agarwal sir and Professor A.K. Nayak sir, who has been named in entire professional society fraternity as my elder brother, and I name him as a Bhishma Pitama of Northeast region for IT and IT level education. Thank you so much to all of you. Any of you who have got interest, please join for the webinar. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Pranam sir. Sir, ये webinar